Hey guys, welcome back to a daily vlog. No, vlog, a rant. It's a rant.
Not rant.
Rant.
Daily rant.
Yeah,
Yes,
daily rant.
Daily rant.
Yeah. So, I got to talk to you guys about something because a lot of people, when I brought it up, when we was at the pool, a lot of people, were saying, why at a certain time. And I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. We're talking about old age. And how are you supposed to navigate your elderly years when you get older, as you can do it right now. Now, a lot of you guys are saying, well, I'm in great shape. And you guys are in great shape. And I'm only 65. Or I'm only 66. Or I'm only 67. What I'm saying is, you're never too old to start preparing. All right? Because you don't know how things are going to end up. Like I got a couple of friends right now who should set up, old age, senior living, that type of thing. Especially, they're sovereign. All my partners are sovereign, so they're well heeled. That's what we call it in masonry. They're well heeled. And and in fairly good shape. Now don't get it wrong, they're in fairly good shape. But old age will happen. You don't know what could happen, when it happens, right? And you actually want to be prepared when that eventual time comes. Now you may think old age will never happen to you, or you think that you'll be able to actually take care of yourself during those times. But you can be surprised. And there's nothing wrong with preparing. I'm not saying that you actually have to go into over. No, prepare for it. All right? That means sometimes your cognizant abilities might not be as sharp as they are now. So what you do is you go around to these different retirement places and you check out the facility. Not for you right now. Probably not for you in another 10 or 20 years. But you would like to have some kind of reference, some kind of insurance, some kind of plan in place, to where you're not a burden on your kids. You understand me? And your finances won't be looted, by your relatives or some shady estate lawyer, So you can actually prepare to live your best life as it goes, because you don't have nothing to worry about. At that point, you have nothing to worry about. Okay? Because your retirement is covered, your finances is covered, your health care is covered. Everything is covered. So all you have to do, really, from that point on, is spend the rest of your life. That's it. You're never too old to start looking at your basic retirement, okay? And I'm serious. Now, I'm not just talking about having enough money. People think, well, I'll have enough money and I can, look at that somewhere down the road. That ain't what you want to do. That is not what you want to do. You have to look at, for one, you look at your family history, right? And you see how, if you got any underlying diseases or anything such as that, yeah, like you got a genetic code that you say, well, I'm not going to be able to, or I won't be able to live as long, for me to think about that, but that's wrong. If your father lived for a pretty good time, your mother lived for a pretty good time, chances are you're going to do the same. And you need to prepare yourself. Now, and this is just so you don't be, look at this accident up here, switch. Yourself, so you don't be a burden on your family.
Yeah, accident, guys.
Right over here.
Oh, shit.
This guy's all in the center divide. So this is there's a slight accident up here, you guys. You know, it's common ground. So I'm gonna try to stay in this lane for as long as I can, so you guys can see the accident through the windows. It should be right over here on the left. See how this guy's in the middle of the divide?
Maybe when he turned
See how he's in the middle of the divide?
He's in the car, in the trees.
Yeah, he's in the trees. Oh, and look, he knocked down a pole.
Oh, shit.
He knocked down a pole, y'all.
Oh, look at that.
But he's still living. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. Look at that.
Yeah, he knocked down the pole. In the middle. Oh, and here's another one. The pole must have hit him up the street.
Oh, okay. Another one.
Yeah.
Maybe
look at that.
He's one of them too. See, sometimes like that, it's just a light accident, guys.
That really wasn't no light accident, you got it. And it was a whole pole. It was a whole pole. That guy had knocked over a whole pole. All right, and that's one of the reasons why I'm in the truck. Because if you've been in a motorbike and you was running behind that, wow. That was it. You was done with money. So.
Sometimes happens.
Yeah. So, anyway, back what I was saying. All right, so this is me. All right, now, I just made 64. All right? And my wife is 44.
43.
All right? Well, she'll be 44 December, you guys. So I'm trying to, what's 1 year, nigga? It's less than a year. Anyway, so because now you have to look at, now I'm only coming from my point of view and my point of stand. Because we are both foreigners in a foreign country, she's from the Philippines, I'm from the United States, and we both live in Thailand. So since we are both foreigners, you know, we have to look at our situation differently than probably you would have to look at it in America. Meaning this, we don't have what we would call the same rights that you might have in America because we're foreigners. So that means this government can change on us anytime. We have to have enough, you know, we have to have enough momentum and enough backup plans to where, you know, we can make that transition anytime it's necessary.
We got a lot of options also. A lot of countries. So.
Yeah. So, you know, we can kick the people out that we got staying in our place in Vietnam, but I ain't gonna do that this time of year at least. Or, you know, say if Thailand was to mess up for us, you know, we'd probably just go to Spain or Portugal. But Spain is where my wife, you know, being a Filipino citizen, can actually get a Spain passport. All we got to do is live there for 2 years. So that would probably be the next move we would make if, you know, Thailand has a change of policy.
Well, you good also in Panama.
So reason why I'm saying this because we was investigating this senior care insurance, right? Now, this is insurance that you can buy. I'm not advertising or nothing, all right? Because I'm not going to give you no links, and I'm not going to even tell you the name of it. You know, I don't want to be responsible. But this is some insurance that you can buy that will actually cover, you know, your long-term care at any facility. And they even trying to expand to, like, different places around the world. Singapore, Miami. Where they have facilities that accept their insurance. That this insurance is, what they call it, it carries you out. It carries you from life to death. All right, you hear me? And I'm talking about all your food, all your medical, okay, your transportation. You know what anybody, old folks need. You know that. So this particular insurance will cover all of that, you know? Now, they have it in a way to where you can pay it all off and just have it, right? But I really wouldn't go for that because it's a new company. It's a new company, and you might not, it might not be. It might, you got to talk to your financial advisor, but it might not be prudent to actually pay something off that largely based off, you don't know. New companies can go out of business all the time. Old companies do too, depending on how long you planning on living. So look at here. Check that out. Senior, you got to look at, just because you're 65, you will be 85. And can you remember when can you actually remember when you was 55? Can you remember when you was 45? Can you remember when you was 25? That shit was just like yesterday. So what makes you think being 65 and 85 won't be the same?
But you need money.
Okay? So, thank you for that public announcement. I'm out of here.